Hi guys, you've got the Oracle there back for round 2 of this Oath of the Gatewatch pre-release draft. My hand is not amazing, but I think it's still a keep, as I have 2 land as well as a 2 drop, and a little trick that could become handy at some point. Anyway, I just hope I draw more lands, that'd be great. Forest is a very good top deck. And we are playing black-green, it seems. More lands is, fine. Do not mind that at all. Since currently my creature are a very low toughness, this brute strength is not looking amazing, but well, we'll see how it goes for me. Anyway, I drew pretty well and my opponent is apparently stuck on 2 land. And they drew a 3rd land, alright. So things will most likely happen now. Scion Summoner. Well, that makes any type of attack quite bad for me, I would say. Alright. Interesting. So now I think I want to play Commando and use the Saddleback for the most value possible. I think I will attack. And I think it is likely that my opponent block with the token. If he blocks with in which case I can brute strength. If he blocks with that, oh well. It's not the best trade of the world, but it is fine. I made this attack especially because they are short on mana, which means they might need the token. But it turned out fine. I guess I could have kept that around for the Saddleback. Not sure. Might have been better. It might have been better. Ruin their wake, okay. Not the best spell, but I guess if you really need mana, it can be good. As the opponent is playing a 3-color deck and a blinding drone, okay, that's quite threatening, I'm not gonna lie. Well, I guess my play is to attack. My opponent is likely to not block, I think. If he blocks with drone, I'm fine dealing 2 and making that trade. It's just fine. Since that card is quite strong. Currently my opponent doesn't have too many ways to trigger it, but I still feel fine doing that. Another option would have been to take the Hellion, but there was a decent amount of... Maybe I'm not pressuring my opponent too much, which means it might have been possible that they just took the damage. Maybe they didn't need the drone, I was unsure about that, but this card can be quite strong if you have the colorless mana, so unsure. Depending on what my opponent hands look like, this trade might have been good for them and not great for me. As the opponent is likely to play a 5-drop this turn, I would assume, sacrificing the Eldrazi Scion. Yeah, that's quite likely to happen. Kozilek later, okay. That is fine. So I could Stone Fury that, but I feel like it's not really threatening. I think my play is just gonna be Cinder Hellion, which will be able to attack through that thing because of the Saddleback or Nissa's Judgment, depending on what the opponent does next turn. Yeah, I guess I'll pass the turn. I think I don't have any other ally to tap with that, so it's just gonna be a first striker. But next turn I'm very happy if I can Judgment or Saddleback with what I have on the battlefield. If the opponent plays another good 5-drop, okay, another Translator. Okay, well, sure. My opponent is not really tapped out because they can produce 2 colorless, I guess. But I still think that since they don't have any colored mana, it's quite a good turn to Nissa's Judgment. I don't really want to do that if they have, access to a bounce spell or something of that sort. So I think that's going to be my play here. So I need to choose my creature first and their creature afterwards. Alright. Guess I'll keep a green open. Not sure if it matters a lot. Anyway, I can attack with my 5/5 Trampler there. And that 3/2 first striker will become handy at some point, I would assume. As the opponent seems to still be stuck on none, but I guess they have access to 5 mana as well as 3 different colors. So, I mean, if they cannot cast anything with this mana, it's I mean it's a bit annoying for their deck, not really unlucky. Even though they miss some land drop, I don't feel too lucky that they are missing lands, because it just seems that if you have hard time casting spell with that on the battlefield, I mean it's probably that your deck is not so well built. Anyway, Sword Harvester. Sure, so basically it's mostly a 2/4 flying for now. Alright. Seed Guardian. Guess I kinda wanna play Saddleback there, do I? So, well, if I play Saddleback Lagak, my opponent cannot double block the Hellion. I think that's just the best play overall. An option could be to attack and keep Stone Fury around. There are definitely several options. I think the best I can do is either Saddleback or Stone Fury. Now I'm quite unsure about what I should actually do. I think I will attack with Hellion. If they double block, I can Stone Fury, and that's kind of a blowout for my opponent. If they don't double block, I can just play a Canopy Gorger and pass the turn and be happy. So yeah, that seems fine. Okay, I guess the order doesn't really matter since I'm using Stone Fury. And that should seal the deal for me, because basically my opponent is going down to 7 there with no creature onto the battlefield. Not sure how they will be able to come back in this game. Next turn I can attack with a 4 power first striker as well as a 6/6 trampler. They have 1 less mana because they lost the translator, and yeah, that's gonna be game. So it seems we are playing blue green black Eldrazi. Okay. Well, that's quite greedy, because basically it means that my opponent is basically playing 4 color. He's playing green, blue, black, and also colorless, because it seems to be, needing those colorless mana. Not sure. I mean, I don't say that it's impossible to do so, but yeah, it's still quite greedy, and sometimes you can have mana issues like he did this game. Anyway, this cannot kill land that are not creatures, so I could not even side this in and try to deprive him from color, and that would be quite a cheap strategy. I don't think I see any creature that I can remove with that. Sinkhole could be good if he's control and doesn't have a lot to do early and takes damages. Not sure how good it is. I think for now we'll just keep the deck the way it is. It is already quite aggressive. If Sinkhole could destroy a non-creature land, I might have wanted to side this in, just because we're playing basically a 3/4 color deck, so it seemed quite good. But since it doesn't, I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm gonna keep my hand. It is nothing special, but I have some 3-drop. It just seems quite decent. Need a green, but I can already cast 3 of my spells, so just like it a decent amount. Canopy Gorger was not the most impressive top deck. Next turn I'm likely to cast the Predator as the opponent plays a Lantern there. Saddleback, yeah, not too great. Hopefully I will end up drawing a forest, because if I don't, things might get out of hand quite quickly, unfortunately. As the opponent's Cry on upkeep, sure. So the opponent is it really looks like the opponent is playing a slow deck, which is not too great against me. I mean, I'm on the draw there, so I might not be able to kill my opponent quite quickly, but most of the time, if your early drops are Sears Lanterns, Scrying, and things like that, my deck is just gonna deal enough damage that it's not gonna be the best strategy. Anyway, Forest is probably the best draw of my entire deck, as I drew a Slide Runner. Alright. Well, I guess missing on land is quite annoying, but there's not too much I can do, unfortunately. Since I didn't draw land, I guess I'll play the drone there. Hmm. I kept 3 land, but didn't manage to draw any land in my 4, I think, yeah, 4 first draw step. Quite annoying, as the opponent cried again. He has a very, very slow deck. Since I have another great draw, I mean, I'm missing land, this might work out for my opponent, but most of the time I would say that this should not be great for my opponent, as I still miss on land there. Brute Strength was a decent draw, but, you know, I'm not applying any pressure because a 2-2 turn 3 doesn't do much, as the opponent just reached 7 mana, and Rune Processor, at least it doesn't gain life of that, as I did manage to draw a land there, but not a forest. Alright, that's not great. So I do not have any efficient attack. Guess I'll play a Slide Runner. Yeah. I guess if I draw a land next turn I can just Nissa Judgment away the Processor, but I don't like my chances too much. I've made a really too slow draw to do efficient thing this game. And even though my opponent took a lot of time to Sear's Lantern, which is not the best, he will eventually find Threatening Thing, which is not good for me. They put card on top this turn, not sure about the other time. And plays a Spider. As I still cannot get a forest. I think almost half of my lands are forest though. That's unfortunate, to say the least. Again, there's not much I can do though. Yeah, I'm just playing 2 black lands and mostly green sources, so yeah, I guess I'll just have to wait. But if I can ever draw forest, that judgment should do a lot for me. If the opponent plays another big creature though, okay, Gorger, that's already more beatable, I would say. Might attack with Processor here, in which case I will just take 7. And I no, I guess I'm not playing. I'm actually not playing any forest in my deck. It seems so. Well. I might just lose this game. I think the hand I kept was completely fine, but missing those I mean 5 land drop, something like that. Land draw at least, not really land drop. But that was quite awful, as the opponent is crying upkeep. Honestly, my start is so slow that my opponent is just likely to, you know, card advantage me out of the game just with the quality we'll get out of the scry each turn. Yeah. Well, I guess I will block and try to Brute Strength. Cannot really afford to take too many damage. If the opponent has a trick, that's really bad. But honestly, yeah, it's not like I have a lot of better things to do there. We managed to make that trade though, which is great. And I drew another mountain. Holy crap! Yeah, that's brutal. I'm playing more forest and green than anything else. Oh well, guess I'll pass the turn one more time. Yep. Guess my opponent also has a very weak draw since they scry a lot but didn't manage to find anything yet. Guess I put top there, it was quite quick. Yeah, top, so they do have something coming. No? Alright. Embodiment of Fury is something, I guess, that I can cast. I'd rather just have my green, though. Well, the turn where I will draw green, I'll do a lot of things, though. So yeah. I guess I should not complain too much. My opponent draw might be even worse than mine, so let's just chill and wait for the green to come. No, still no green. That's quite good though. Actually, no, never mind. I cannot activate that. Never mind me. Well, I have no ally to activate the commando too. That's quite hilarious. With a green, I think this game would be over. Would have been over a long time ago, but yeah, I mean, no green is no green. No green is no green. That's the philosophy of the day. Alright, alright. Quite a weird game. They put a card on top. Just hope that I don't play another fatty. You know, this game I've gone so long that they might be able to cast something like Kozilek now. So I don't like my chances too much. Oh lord. Hopefully they don't have something like the blue bounce spell in hand, that'd be annoying. Can I afford to take 7 here? Well, I guess I'll take 7. If my opponent taps out for a big creature, I might be able... Okay. Ooh! Finally! I might kill my opponent this turn. I might kill my opponent this turn. Lord! Okay, so this is gonna be an 8 creature. Well, I have to put Old Oak Trigger on the stack. Alright, finally. Dear Lord, and the opponent is tapped out, so I don't think this Nissa's Judgment is gonna go bad for me. Finally. Yes. So, now, what can I do? I can judge that thing with, let's say, those. And then I attack with the whole squad. The opponent has 3 blockers, so it means he takes at least... Yeah, he's dead. Yeah, pretty much what I expected. Alright, let's not misclick though. That'd be quite stupid. Yeah, I think those are the best target. Actually the Immobile... No, it doesn't really matter. Targeting... Let me recount. Yeah, it's 8. Alright, alright. So the first pick of this draft is finally gonna come through. And I guess the opponent is dead there. Very dead. Yeah, that's... Everything has 3 power. Actually... But I have Tramplers. Yeah, I don't see... I don't really... Let me count that though. 3 there. I guess... No, there's no way my opponent is surviving this attack. With the Rune Processor they might have been able to survive, but here it's gonna be game over. Yep, pretty much game over. So finally we drew the forest. If the opponent takes okay, it didn't take too many time to do that. I think let me just make check. So this would block here. This would most likely block here, I guess. This would... Yeah, the opponent is very dead. 3, 3, 5 of tramp, 12. Not very dead, but dead, I think. Let me just check. Block here. Okay, this blocks here, I'm quite sure. This would block here, this would block here. And the opponent takes 3, 6, 12. 13 actually, never mind. Okay, that's quite convenient. Yep, that's gonna be game. I finally got my green. As the opponent makes the block I was expected. I guess... yeah, sure. Did I miscounted? No, it's gonna be 13. Yup. Yeah, that's gonna be game. And match. Jesus. Finally got my green for the Nissa's Judgment. That card, as you can see, is quite broken. Anyway, did I miscount it? No, it's gonna be 13 as expected. It's gonna be game and match. I hope you enjoyed. Feel free to leave a like or subscribe if you did. And I see you guys for the final round.